what we're looking at this workshop is how, for example, the boycott and divestment movement is being funded from the Gulf states, from Ramallah, and how it's being orchestrated and exported to university campuses in Europe and North America, and how that this movement is gaining strength on campuses and it's affecting student life to an extent. And we're also exploring how ideas, postmodern ideas, the ideology and dominant philosophies of the time are also anti-Israel in a sense, and what the impact is that on education, on knowledge, and later on in policy.
So what would be the first mission when you're combating this kind of anti-Semitism?
So I think it has to be twofold. There's one, what's happening on the campus in the corridors of universities, and I think it's very important that leaders of the university, leaders of the Jewish community become aware of the issues and confront, and there should be no space for bigotry on campus. And then the second front is the battle of ideas. We need to battle and expose the ideas of how Orientalism and postmodernity didn't perceive what the Arab Spring was really about, because we're not allowed to critique Arab societies because that was perceived as problematic in a way. So there's almost a taboo that we need to break, to look at the genocidal anti-Semitism, the abuse of human rights, the abuse of women's rights in this reactionary social movement in the Islamic world, in the so-called Arab Spring, and how the West is silent and why is the West silent, and to try and sort of break this nut open in a sense.
So basically while you're sitting here and talking about the big ideals, the real soldiers in this battle are the students, and they're on their own. What tools can be given to them?
So I think the students are somewhat on their own. I think intellectuals, there's a few of us who are also battling in the battlefield of ideas. I think we're also somewhat on our own. And by creating awareness in the community, in the Jewish community, in the human rights community, we have to back up people who are fighting for the end of hatred, the promotion of true human rights and democracy, and to stop these reactionary forces either in the corridors of campuses or even in the classroom of the finest universities.
A student could say, you know what, let me just hide the fact that I'm Jewish. I mean, maybe some students don't even want to be proud about the fact that they're Jewish.
Sure, and that's an issue, I think, unfortunately, that is becoming more and more common. So there has to be an education, especially in the United States, where a lot of students go to campus and they're away from home for the first time, and they want to fit in socially, and it's a very difficult thing. If you're accused of being an apartheid Nazi supporter and you want to fit in and you're 18 years old and you're not prepared to deal with it, yeah, you probably want to run away from the conflict and just have a nice time. So families, high school students, and the Jewish community really need to be educated about their culture, their identity, and also the politics of the day and what they can expect when they go to university and to fight it.